Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at modern women shocked by men's honesty. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Hey, baby.
What are you doing?
So what's for dinner tonight?
Oh, you got
It was just a bit. I'm playing.
No.
Baby, I love you. You ain't gotta take it.
Even with the TikTok.
Baby, I'm sorry.
That works. You know how. I'm just gonna talk to you.
Violence doesn't resolve
No, it
anything.
doesn't. Let me say.
Okay. You can talk to me from there.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Hey, stand still. Let me just say, come here.
Scream. I'll scream. Ah, help.
You know what? I'm really gonna do it now. You know I can't run. I can't breathe. No.
Am I taking a breathe? Okay.
Yo,
Okay, I'm good.
You know you're like Baby D.
Oh, I'm like, wait. Okay, keep going.
This couple is so cute. Gotta love seeing two lovebirds making jokes with each other and knowing it's all love.
Answer is yes. The main thing I want you to look at here is total males partners ever cheated, no and yes, and you go right there. The mean for women who did not cheat, it was 3.87, and for women who did cheat, it was 8.93. That is 2.3 times as much. If you read on the bottom, the average number of male partners for married women who cheated on their husbands was 2.3 times higher than those who did not cheat. An independent test found that the difference means between the two groups was statistically significant. So if it was 10% more for women who cheated or 20% more, no, it's 230% more. This is undeniable at this point.
I'm sorry if you disagree, but the numbers don't lie.
I got my own fight, don't need security in the club.
Why you got a banana?
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get your, potassium. No, I mean, I just wanted, I was actually on my way to the studio and I was just practicing my gangster lyrics, so I just wanted to.
With a banana in your hand.
Yeah.
Practicing your gangster lyrics.
Well,
with a banana in your hand. That's not very gangster.
Well, because I'm a black in the middle of, LA, I can't really just walk around with my heat.
You chose a banana.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the
Why
safe.
not just choose your...
I was saying my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm like on the way to the studio and I got to make sure I got to come with the right gangster energy, you know what I'm saying?
So you're practicing it on me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I also have Tourette's, so, it just happens like whenever, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, I don't even want to practice it and I just practice it automatically, you feel me? Yeah, it just happens, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I would like to get to know you more, except with the banana not being in the situation, I have another banana, but it's not yellow. But we'll talk about that later another day. Oh, really? Okay. Can I get your number so I can talk to you later? All right.
Again, shiesty pickup lines getting all the girls. Free my boy from the cell.
As a husband with a male reproductive organ, it is my duty to follow the female reproductive organ around the mall while she spends all of her money saying it's for the family and friends.
It is.
You missed that time.
The fact she went as far as to smack him with that bag proves his point. She got very defensive about that one.
It's lemon squeeze, bust your cherry clip, hold a banana. I'm a gangster rapper, you know what I'm saying? So I was just practicing my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? You just happened to be in the way, you feel me? My fault.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just came over because I thought you was beautiful. What's your name?
Thank you.
Yeah. Janicia McQueen, nice to meet you. Where you walking to right now? You doing a lot of movements right now.
Sorry.
Nah, you good. Where you walking to right now?
Just walking around.
Are you just walking around? It is a nice day. You look nice. I like your little fit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my name's McQueen, by the way, if I didn't already tell you that.
You did.
I did?
Okay,
for sure. My fault, you know what I'm saying? I get nervous too, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a poem for you, actually, when I was walking over here. Because I was just like watching your cheeks just kind of go this way, and I was like, you know what, let me write a poem to the beat of her cheeks real quick, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So
Let me hear.
Okay. That stay so close to me that you would think we neighbors. That not what she supposed to be because my ain't piped her. And then I stopped, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was trying to catch up to you. And you got too far away, so I didn't have time to finish the rest of it. If you want to hear the complete version later on, I'ma first need your number, so.
Okay.
The fact this man is just spitting Shiesty's verse word for word and getting girls is amazing.
Do you think men and women communicate in the same way?
No, not at all.
How do men communicate as opposed to women?
I mean, there's the traditional concept that men communicate with logic and reasoning and women communicate more from emotion. It's like the common conundrum where your wife comes home and tells you about her day, but you want to solve her problems when she's telling you about her problems. That's just a classic miscommunication because women tend to connect through bonding over a little bit of, I don't want to say trauma, but like bonding over an emotion. So sharing an emotion, and then them, like if she's talking to her girlfriend, they're going to be like, oh, that must have been so hard for you, give you a hug. That was a bonding experience. For men, that's not how men bond. Men bond by either sharing a story or by teaching something. Men communicate by teaching.
Problem solving.
Problem solving, exactly.
So a woman doesn't necessarily always want her problems to be solved by her man.
Not always, and I think that's why it's important, if you're a man, to ask. Like, a woman will usually tell you, if she has a problem, just ask, hey, are you in a mood where you want me to solve this? Or do you want me to just hear you and listen to you? And most of the time, she'll just tell you what she wants.
Wow, this guy just got it spot on. Was he a female in his past life or something? Girls that they just don't get that most guys aren't 6 feet tall on average.
When a girl says, we're just friends, translation, hey, I like to keep a backup around because you can mess up at any time, and as a woman, hypergamy doesn't care, and I gotta be able to monkey branch if you're not the one.
Never let her put you in the friend zone, because we all know where that one is headed.
Women confuse this very often. They talk about the fact that men have all the power, men make all the money, men are in charge, and we oppress women. Let me make something very clear to you. Okay. Firstly, you're confusing 1% of men with all men. The majority of men have no money, no power, no from their wife, no chance in court. They can't even keep their house. They won't get to see their kids, and they don't. So most men, their life sucks. That's the first thing. The second thing, when a man gets up at 4 in the morning to go carry garbage to earn a good wage, he ain't thinking, I'm gonna do this so I can oppress that she's broke. He's doing it thinking, so I can provide for my family, so my woman can stay at home and raise my kids and have nice nails while I'm out here carrying trash. You go to a coal mine, those dudes are not down there thinking about oppressing women. They're down there thinking about providing for women. Now, I'm not saying that there's not bad apples, but in general, us men are prepared to take on more to protect you than you would possibly believe. And in the modern world, they've spun that. Feminism spun that. Men make all the money. You women need more money because men make the money and men are in charge and men have the good jobs. Men are out here giving up their life.
Some wise words here. Men will continue working their butts off to please their ladies.
Well, you disrespected them by saying settling. That's why. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Saying I'm settling is a condescending, disrespectful tone. Just like you say you would feel some kind of way if I said I settled for you. But my grandmother settled for my grandmother had a 6th grade education. My grandfather had a 4th grade education. She settled for him and gave us a family legacy that we are still trying to measure up to. We are not doing nearly as well as the people who had less education and more hard circumstances in the black community before us. We are not good stewards of their legacy. And part of the reason is because our women are so out of line.
You don't settle for your partner. Love comes naturally, and that's how you know it's real.
My opinion on women raising men to be gentlemen is them wanting to be the boyfriend that they don't have.
Why do I keep hearing men say that?
Because the simple fact is women have an ideal image of what a man is. Mm-hmm. And so women oftentimes project their ideal image of a man onto their son on how they want a man to be based upon the man that they do not have in their life.
Interesting thinking. And I can say that the man absolutely has a point here.
I think what the concept of she makes rules for betas and breaks rules for alphas. In my early 20s, I was on one side of that, and I'm definitely on another side of it now. Lana, if a girl consistently says, I don't sleep with guys on the first date, what does that mean?
They sleep with guys.
It means that they've slept with guys on the first date. So obviously they're making a rule, a new rule for the things they've done before.
Because they tend to be in a different phase of life at that point.
For
because
sure.
what happens is during their phase, they have higher sexual capital. So they can afford to make mistakes.
We're talking about early 20. We're talking about 20,
18 to 28
18
years
to 28.
old.
Okay,
so she can, like 22-year-old, 23-year-old, she can afford to make mistakes that she can't afford to make when she's 29, 30, 31 years old. Because what happens is you got a 10-year window for a woman through, hopefully you live a very long life. Let's just say 90 years, 100 years or something like that. So 10 years out of 100 years is where you have that space to maximize your reproductive, you solve your reproductive problems, and then consolidate on long-term security. What happens is, and this is why I disagree with Dr. Buss as far as the mate switching hypothesis is concerned, is it takes place after the mating is already there. So why do women cheat? Okay, we can have that discussion, but why do they get into the situation that they get into in the first place?
Don't let your girl make the rules, because the second you buy into it, she has complete control.
You teach him to do anything, and you can't learn to get, you broke, but you can't go mow some grass, you can't go clean toilets at that goddamn McDonald's. How is you broke?
But what I'm saying is there's a difference between a man being a deadbeat dad and a man being a financially unstable person. And just, okay, that don't got nothing to do with him being a father. Come on, everybody get me triggered again. That ain't got shit to do with him being a father. I don't give a fuck. Hold on, I don't give a fuck. If I walked over this, if I want to spend time with my kid, you're supposed to let me. I don't care if I rode a bike over this. If I want to spend time with my son, you let me. Because I'm instilling discipline in my son. I'm instilling chastity in my daughter. That's why half these hoes out here twerking and shaking and doing all this now, because they have a daddy. Because your daddy would have whooped your right where you stand if you did half this hot shit these girls be doing today. Not only you wrong, you got my kid and you carried it 9 months and had the. Now who's the goddamn fool? Y'all want to talk about that shit? Oh, now all of a sudden I'm an ain't shit because you had my baby? You was wrong, you let me shoot the club up. I was so great then. I was broke then, baby, but I was good enough to oh, but not, oh, so I'm good enough to wrong, but I'm not good enough to teach this kid how to wrong. Oh!
Bro went off on her, but I think we all know this girl isn't gonna find anyone soon with that kind of attitude.
Women who say, I'm old-fashioned, I don't make the first move, I always say, then you're not old-fashioned. Because 100 years ago, a woman would walk past a guy, drop her handkerchief and keep walking. The guy would see it, he'd say, this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man.
Yes.
He'd pick up the handkerchief,
rescue the girl,
walk it over to her and say, madam, you dropped this. And she'd say, did I? And they'd now have a conversation. Now, he thought it was his idea.
Yes, and she was
but
clumsy.
She chose him.
Wow.
So I say to women, listen, this isn't about reversing roles here and you suddenly doing the guy's job. It's about you doing what women have always done and dropping the handkerchief.
Absolutely. Sometimes women have to take the initiative and make a move on the guy they're interested in, instead of just sitting around and complaining.
I think if you love someone, you want them to be safe, and you're going out at night, for example, and you're not with me, I will get worried if you're dressed a certain way, because you are going to attract more attention. Like she said, you can trust her, but you don't have to trust the world. I don't know what guys are going to be doing with you while you're there, or trying to come at you, put their hands on you, you can get assaulted, etc. I don't know what these things are. If you truly care about someone, then you're going to care about what happens to them when you're not around. Now, if you're with me, I don't give a how you dress, and if something happens, I'll handle it. But I think that's a very important point.
Perfectly normal to feel a bit uneasy when your partner goes out. It's the way you project those feelings that matters.
My regret is meeting the women that I've met in this world. Not because of who they are, but because of the money that I spent and the time that I wasted, that I'm not with that individual. And I know you grow and build and you learn from your mistakes, but if you have that goal, if you have that mentality, if you have that manifestation, you're not doing it in a relationship. You're not doing it trying to carry everyone on your back and bring them up to the top. You gotta step back, sit down, and realize you gotta wake up and do it for yourself.
So any regrets in life, and do you think people should have regrets?
Listen.
Some people just have the wrong mindset when it comes to dating, and that's why relationships tend to fail. Make time for you and your partner.
30% of women admitted that they are on dating apps strictly to get fed. They go out with men they have no interest in, unbeknownst to the man, strictly for the free meal. Only men with options can do this. Do not feed women before you them.
I don't understand how anyone could do this to another human and not feel awful about it.
If I'm in my prime, right, why would I want a woman that's on her decline?
Decline?
Yes. Once a woman passes 30 years old, she is steadily declining. Let's just be all the way 1,000 here. From a biological standpoint, from a practical standpoint, she is declining. As men age, we get better with time. Men age like wine, women age like milk. Let's keep it all the way 1,000.
The science proves his point is true, but women still seem to think they're better off single as they age.
Men in different countries, they ain't checking for y'all. I could go overseas and find me a woman that I'm looking for. I'm gonna be honest with you, American women do not have that luxury. As far as a wife, they not checking for y'all. Don't come with the qualities that they want. First of all, y'all don't even want to be wives like nowadays. Like, y'all don't know how to treat a man. Y'all so independent and don't need a man. I've talked to human men in real life that said American women is a no. Absolutely not. Why would they leave their women who are raised to treat their men and be cooperative for an American woman? Unless they're trying to get a green card, and if that's the case...
So you want somebody to cater to you?
Yeah, I need somebody to cooperate and cater to me.
Submissive, okay.
Men in general, globally, want submissive women. You will get triggered. American women will, y'all getting triggered. You're getting triggered right now. And your response right now is going to be, oh, well, y'all want a slave. Women in other countries are not looking at submission as I'm a slave. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the main issues why foreign men are not checking for American women. So y'all don't have that luxury unless y'all getting a man because he want a green card, and at that point, y'all taking care of him.
Ever heard of passport bros? Well, they're proving this guy's point more and more each day.
I've been hearing a lot of women say things that all go something like this. You want me to be more feminine? I'll do that when I meet a masculine man who allows me to. Interesting. I've got a couple questions about that. First, how would you feel if we reversed that on you? You want me to be more masculine? I'll do that when I find a feminine woman who allows me to. I mean, with men and women being equal and just as important as one another, blah, 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 why is masculinity the key to unlocking femininity, but not the other way around? In fact, are you conceding that masculinity is actually more important than femininity? You need it to work, to protect yourself, to contend with and navigate the world around you. And only once a more masculine presence arrives can you relax into your femininity. So masculinity is essential, but femininity is just a secondary byproduct. Very interesting. I guess according to single women, masculinity ain't so toxic after all.
Yep, flip it the other way around and they have nothing to say. Call out that double standard.
Who is responsible for pregnancy, the man or the woman?
Both?
Okay. Why do women claim to be the creators of life when the child is wanted, but when the pregnancy is unplanned, it suddenly becomes the man's fault for not wearing a...
I don't have that mentality, so I can't relate. Right. I mean, it's both consensual. You know, you literally let a guy go inside you knowing that the possibility is... Yeah, I don't think like that, so...
Men are probably more responsible than women as far as birth is concerned, because a man can impregnate one woman. A man can impregnate 9 women within 1 month. A woman can only be pregnant one time within 1 month. So honestly, I feel like birth control should be in a man's hands. That's just my opinion.
Okay, but don't women ultimately decide who gets and who gets born?
That's correct. We ultimately decide who gets born, but a man can impregnate 9 women in 1 day.
The first girl had a great point about it being both parties' responsibilities, but the other girl putting it all on the man? How is this logical?
Do you now want to get in a couple with her, or do you want to try your luck with somebody else?
Hey bro, how you going to stand there and let her say you or this other guy, and then you're still going to think about it?
No,
Don't finish this.
Wait.
Don't let him get to your head.
Wait, no. I'm quite direct, so I know. I accept, bro.
Oh, you want to get just know, bro. Hey, you go to bed tonight. You're going to remember your...
No, what? No,
why? She said him or him, and you're still going to be okay with being number 2?
She's number 1. I'm number 1.
Bro.
She just put it out there on the 2 options.
That means that he has at any point, this guy can come, text her phone, and slide his out. Hey, yo.
The homie just needs to make sure his boy wasn't about to make a move he'd end up regretting.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, depends what I'm wearing that day.
Well, right now, what you're wearing right now.
Today's a 4.
You ain't never left.
6.5.
Can we get a little outfit spin for the cam? We're gonna find out. So there's this new software. It's AI software. You take a selfie and then it rates you.
No.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I want to go first.
Here's your little selfie.
I have to take a selfie?
You do. And I'm gonna keep it forever. Hang on my fridge.
Oh. I'm just doing like a straight face though.
All right. What do you think you got?
3.9. Oh, that's so bad.
All right. And what did you say? You rate yourself a 4?
Outfit is a 4.
Okay. We're gonna see right now. Selfie time.
Okay.
What do you think you got?
2. 5.1. Yeah, I'm the hottest.
You're higher than you said you were.
Yeah, I am. You got a better score than me?
They say AI is smarter than human, so this must be an accurate rating.
Do you with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked
I'm
is because if you with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing this.
I respect that,
this
baby.
nasty.
Let me answer that. This is the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got 2 parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you gonna try to figure out which lion gonna bite your ass or not? You're gonna be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these is on, so we don't know the difference. Y'all gotta stand far away from the because y'all dress like them, y'all wear the same shit they wear, y'all listen to the same music they listen to, and y'all stand for the same shit they stand for. In most cases, not you, baby, but in most cases, the real women got too much in common with the
Nowadays, it's nearly impossible to filter out women. Sometimes it takes years of dating to uncover the truth.
Like you said, it's the mindset, it's the psyche. You break the mind down. Sometimes half of these girls with BBLs can't read 5 books. So it just depends on why you doing what you do. And like we said before, that just don't make you upper class because you wouldn't spend whatever you spent on a BBL. And half of them, everybody ain't paying $10,000 for a BBL.
No, that's facts. Like I watched a documentary on how majority of women are getting these BBLs. Because if you just look at the economics of our society, of the money that the average woman makes, they're not making enough money to have $10,000 sparingly to get a BBL surgery. Most of these women are paying $500 to $1,000 on the black market to someone, like you said, that's not even a doctor. They just got a hold of the shit that they need for these shots or whatever. And the infection rate and the rate was super high on the black market. I think the documentary was in Miami, and a lot of these women were going to empty parking lots, literally on the hood of a car or a hotel room, and they coming back a week later, leg infected, blood clot, damn near finna die. A lot of women had to get their sucked out and reconstructed surgery, and a lot of them couldn't even afford the bill for that. They was for life. So the dangers is not talked about enough of these surgeries.
Appearance and wealth are the only things that count, and sadly, many women are willing to compromise their health in pursuit of looking a certain way.
Go through Snapchat? It's her phone, right? Yeah. Okay. You go swipe over. Who's Cody? Okay. Trevor. A new streak? Yeah. He was trying to come see you? Huh? You said, what you doing tonight?
Oh, no.
You trying to link with him?
Oh, I see. Yeah, she trying to link.
She trying to link with him?
She trying to link.
I got you, man. That's why I do this, man. Stay blessed.
If a woman doesn't allow you to go through her phone, that's an immediate red flag. She was so shocked by his reaction, but what did she expect? Of course he's gonna leave without her. You guys have made it to the end. Like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.